Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 15 of Sonic the Hedgehog IDW Comic Review. Now, as you know, IDW have now got the rights of Sonic the Hedgehog after Archie Comics, and the story is meant to take place after Sonic Forces. And this issue is meant to start off the Metal Virus story and this introduction to what's going to happen. So the story starts mainly up after the last issue, where we see Amy and Sonic heading to one of Eggman's old bases and says, "You know, I like best about Eggman. What's that?" His subtly. So pretty much Amy points out that there was one of these biggest counterattacks they did on Eggman's base during the events of Sonic Forces, and point out they saved a lot of people, but lost a lot of good friends as well. And we see Sonic saying, "Hey, you made sure it was worth it. You won the war for us." Well, yeah, saving the day is what I do. So they try and find one of Eggman's old computers, and hoping that it can still find out what information there is, Amy turns on the power, which they have all of Eggman's info. So we see Eggman and Orbot and Cubot getting the metal virus ready. Sterling warns Eggman that Amy and Sonic have entered one of his old bases, and Eggman saying, "What incredible timing! Cubot, tell Rough and Tumble to meet me in Hangar 3. How can you be casual about this? The metal virus may be vulnerable, but you haven't finished." So pretty much we see that Eggman is going to give them canisters and also giving them a powerful tank. We also see how Amy tries to find one of old Eggman's passwords. They pretty much find out about a secret project, saying that it's the Ark, but it looks much smaller. Just then, they hear a rumble, and they're like, "No, we need to know more. I think Eggman just remembered his forgotten base." So of course, Rough and Tumble break in with a giant drill. And of course they usually do their typical rhyming, which Sonic mocks them over for not rhyming. And you can kind of tell both Rough and Tumble get into an argument, with one talking that he's right, the other one saying it's classic. So of course we see them try and take on Rough and Tumble's machine to little to no effect, so they start blasting them. We see how they try and drill further, with Sonic and Amy trying to get away, and they see a dead end, but realise they can use it to their advantage. With them saying, "End of the line, suckers! Huh, right, heard right. Oh crap." So of course Sonic jokes about feeling almost bad for them. So of course Amy manages to use her hammer to smash the glass dome, Sonic destroying the wheels, causing it to collide, with Rough and Tumble getting out by the inch of their teeth. Of course they plan to use their weapons, but turns out that Eggman tricked them, and that it contains the metal virus, showing that he used them as guinea pigs so that way he could create the first test run. So of course they end up becoming Zombots, and of course Amy and Sonic aren't sure what's going on. Sonic tries to joke with him, but Ralph isn't really hearing it out, and Sonic says, "You get transformed, but you don't get a new tail out of the deal? What a rip, am I right?" So Amy in that realises that they're not responding, and that they're now Zombots. And this is the start of the whole Zombot virus story. And we also learn that as soon as Sonic touches Ruff, he'll end up containing the virus, which while Amy whacks Tumble with her hammer, she realizes he can repair himself. And we see how no matter how much damage Sonic does, they can get repaired. So of course Sonic finds out that he's contracted the virus, and that, they need to not let them touch her or him. So of course they manage to throw Ruff away, and Tumble as well. And Sonic pretty much unsure how this is spreading. So we see how Dr. Sterline and Sonic are happy over the plan, and Eggman's next plan is to start the critical trials. And this is the story. So I would say issue 15 does change the ante a lot. It does show that even though Mel Sonic could have been an interesting villain, the showing that Eggman is more than willing to endanger the entire planet to create a dangerous virus, which is going to come with some dangerous repercussions. So I think this issue definitely deserves, once again, a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.